action. Oh, what a save by Morasso. Right up the play and Goulet right in front. 5 seconds to go. Loose around to the far corner. 2 seconds. The Penguins are going to win the Stanley Cup, I believe. Stelio shoots it blocked. The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup. Oh, Lord Stanley, get me the brandy.
We at the Penguins definitely feel that we owe the community what we can give them back. We know we're very fortunate to be in the position we're in as individuals and as an organization, to be in the limelight or the spotlight. The players, when they visit with the children that come to visit us, whether it's in the locker room or at a luncheon, leave feeling grateful for what they have, for sure, and hopeful that the children can survive their adversity in life and get healthy as quickly as possible.
I first became involved with the Make-A-Wish Foundation as a parent of a sick child, which is a different perspective than most professional athletes get. My daughter, Ashley, had a disease called neuroblastoma, which is, in general, a very fatal childhood cancer. And through the work of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, she was able to go down to Disney World and see some of her friends, the Disney characters, while she was still very ill. It gave us a tremendous sense of relief and of normalcy to actually be able to go on a family vacation and get away from the hospital and feel like we were somewhat normal again, when in fact we were still in the middle of battling a very grave illness. And that's how we became involved with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And it's the organization itself is what I believe restores some hope to people, some sense that maybe their lives can get back to normal, and most importantly, some happy times in what usually is a very, very grim period of time for these people. When the kids come down to see us at the arena, it makes us feel pretty special in that, you know, they obviously care a lot about hockey, a lot about the Penguins organization. It gives us the feeling that we're part of their family for a day, where they can come down and see us and be with us, and we get to really contribute in their trying to get well and them trying to be better. We don't get to do that as athletes very often, and it really matters when we can make a difference in somebody else's life. Usually, you know, we don't have that chance. Usually we just go play and then the people either clap or they boo, and that's the bottom line. But when we get a chance to actually go out and meet these people and make a difference, I think that's why we should be doing these things. Not just to make ourselves feel good, but we should be doing them because it makes these other people feel tremendous.
Why I wanted my wish because I liked the Pittsburgh Penguins and I liked hockey, so I wanted to meet the Pittsburgh Penguins. I went in the limo to get there, and then when I got out of the limo, I went into the arena, and it took a while to get through the locker room, but I still went and I met the players, and Ron Francis said he had 5 cards he was signing, and one card he said, "Are you selling these?" And he pointed to my dad, and he shook his head no, and then he's pointed to my brother Andy, and he says, "Are you selling these?" And this third one he said, "Are you selling these?" pointing to me, and I said no. And the fourth one he said, you gotta sell these. They're worth 10 cents a piece.
As a member of an organization that's involved with Make-A-Wish, I think that it's great that the organization sees the value in being involved with this kind of group, and they see the results, and really it's a feeling as much as it is an involvement. When you start interacting with the children and the parents and the organization, you get caught up in it, and you leave with a good feeling. Well, the way I feel when children ask to come and meet a Penguin or come to a Penguin practice or just be around the players, you feel somewhat humbled, because I kind of think of myself as just being a regular person, and they think of me as being somewhat of an idol. So I keep that all in perspective, and at the same time treat them how I would want to be treated when I was their age, or if I was in their shoes. And that's just treat them regular. Well, what I get from the children is it makes me appreciate what I have. But it also shows me that in adversity, there's strength, and there is always hope. And you see that in their eyes, you see that in the way they act. And that's what I live with, and that's what I get from these children.
I came to be involved with Make-A-Wish through, I was diagnosed with lupus in 1992, and through there I took steps to get involved with the Make-A-Wish program. I thought it was too good to be true at first. I could dream up anything I wanted to, which I already knew in my heart what I wanted to do. And when I found out that it really was true, I was really happy and astonished by it. I wanted to play hockey with Mario Lemieux. Through my disease and coming through the stages of it, I always looked at Mario Lemieux, and he was kind of like my role model. Through all of his troubles, he'd always jumped back and came right back to play perfectly, and so I wanted to be just like him and play hockey. I wanted to play with Mario Lemieux, and I did. I got dressed and went out on the ice with him, and we played each other, just me and him, for about a half an hour, and then after that, the team came out on the ice, and I got to play with the whole team for about another hour and a half, and it was the greatest day of my life.
The way I feel about the work that Make-A-Wish does is I think they've done a tremendous job, and they've filled a void for something that is very needing. When I look and I see that what the children's smiles and the excitement at a time of adversity and at a time when they need a lot of perseverance, and they get this segment of their life and their moment where they can actually forget everything, forget all the problems, and just enjoy something. I think Make-A-Wish has done a great job.
Mario Lemieux is still a hero to me and will always be.